All right, hey drummers, how you doing? I hope you're all doing well. It's time for line number 58, cut and paste. All right, now the concept here is cut time or a la breve. It looks like a common time mark, like a C with a line through it, or like a cent sign, you know, like 1 cent. But the idea is you're taking your common time, which is equal to 4/4, right? And you're just cutting it, dividing it in half, both the top and the bottom number. So you end up with 2/2. All right, and as you know how time signatures work, right? The top number tells you what? That's right, number beats per measure. And the bottom number tells you, that's right, the kind of note that gets 1 count. So if you read it as a fraction, 2/2, like 2/2, would be 2 halves, or halves. So what that's telling you is the half note is the type of note that's getting the beat, and that there are going to be 2 beats per measure. That's the upper number. All right. Now, this won't be confusing if you just think of it this way. All right. When you see a half note, if it's worth 1, then how long would a whole note last for? And if you think about that, whole notes are twice as long as half notes, right? So then it would be worth 2 beats for a whole note. And on the flip side, how about quarter note? How long would a quarter note be? And if you said a half a beat, you're correct. So it's just changing the unit, the type of note that receives 1 beat, okay? And so if you just keep that in mind as you're doing this, I think you should find it fairly easy. All right, so here goes. This is line 58. 1 and 2 and 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 1 and... Okay. All right, I'm gonna jump back in. I'm sorry, I'm reading the score book and it's minuscule. All right, okay, here goes. I'm gonna do that again. 1 and 2 and 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 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 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 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and... Okay, I know I've kind of probably had a couple of goofs in there. So sorry. To be far enough away so that you see the pad, and it's like I'm looking at the score book and the notes are teeny tiny. All right, I think I did get most of those correct. Just a word, I made in the second measure, did you notice that I did this? Or I could have done... So that's a flam paradiddle. Now sticking is not specified, but when you see something that looks like that, I would recommend that you do it as a paradiddle. It can't hurt. And then I did a drag paradiddle in the fifth measure. All right, and otherwise it's just straight up stuff. All right, have fun with that one. It's good.